I never believed in urban legends or creepy internet myths. It started innocently enough, with a late-night exploration of an abandoned park with my friends. As we ventured deeper into the park, an eerie stillness hung in the air. The familiar sounds of chirping crickets and rustling leaves were absent, replaced by an unsettling silence. It was as if the world held its breath, waiting for something ominous to unfold. That's when we saw him, a tall, shadowy figure standing in the distance, his elongated limbs stretched out like tendrils, his body devoid of facial features. I could feel an indescribable dread seeping into my bones as we locked eyes with this enigmatic entity. Fear overwhelmed us, and we turned to run, our hearts pounding in our chests. But no matter how fast we ran, he seemed to be everywhere, lurking just beyond the edge of our vision. His presence grew stronger with each passing moment, his dark influence reaching into the depths of our minds. As night fell, we sought refuge in a nearby cabin, hoping to find solace within its wooden walls. But the eerie sensation of being watched persisted. Shadows danced along the walls, whispering secrets we couldn't comprehend. One by one, my friends succumbed to a paralyzing fear. Their eyes glazed over, their bodies motionless as if trapped in a waking nightmare. I was the last one standing, the sole witness to their terrifying transformation. Slenderman's presence was overpowering, his influence devouring everything in his wake. I had to escape, to find a way to break free from his grip. But my every move was met with resistance, as if an invisible force was holding me back. I delved into research, desperate for answers. I discovered ancient legends that spoke of a malevolent entity, a being that fed on fear and despair. The stories were chillingly consistent. The more you knew of Slenderman, the stronger his hold on you became. Every piece of information I unearthed served as a double-edged sword. It granted me insight into his twisted nature, but it also drew me deeper into his web. The line between reality and nightmare blurred, and I could no longer distinguish fact from fiction. Night after night, I found myself plagued by terrifying visions. Flashes of Slenderman lurking outside my window, his long tendrils tapping against the glass. His presence permeated my every waking moment, a constant reminder that escape was futile. Sleep became my only refuge, as dreams provided a temporary respite from the relentless pursuit. But even then, Slenderman would manifest in my subconscious, tormenting me with nightmarish landscapes and distorted faces. I descended into madness, my mind teetering on the brink of collapse. The boundaries of my reality fractured, and I could no longer trust my own senses. Slenderman had become a parasite, feeding off my fear, savoring my descent into insanity. There was only one option left, to confront him head-on. With a mixture of dread and determination, I returned to the abandoned park, the place where it all began. I stood in the clearing, heart pounding, and called out to him, defying the terror that consumed me. Silence hung in the air, broken only by the wind rustling through the trees. And then, he emerged from the darkness, his presence consuming the world around me. I could feel his gaze piercing into my very soul, a tangible force that threatened to snuff out my existence. In that moment, I made a choice, to refuse him power over me. I refused to succumb to his malevolence, to let him devour my sanity. With a surge of defiance, I turned away, breaking his hold on my mind. I escaped that nightmarish realm, but the echoes of Slenderman lingered. I had stared into the abyss, witnessed the true horror that lurked in the depths of our nightmares. And though I had survived, a part of me knew that his presence would forever haunt my every waking moment. So heed this warning. Beware the tall, faceless figure that preys on our deepest fears. Slenderman is not a mere legend or a fictional creation. He is a real and malevolent force that waits in the shadows, ready to ensnare those who dare to venture too close.